I'm going to skip over in-house services and corporate services as well as strategic estates, not because they are not important, but rather because they are services that you are more likely to be familiar with from other organisations, and their functions are not specific to Parliament. Insofar, the Parliament has its own catering team, because there are many people who work on the estate, but this role is no different from any other large-scale organisation. Similarly, the House Service has a team that deals with printing of important documents, such as committee reports or of marketing materials. Again, the role is not specific to Parliament, while still being very important. I do want to talk about the participation team. This team is responsible for helping to open up Parliament to support better, deeper public engagement with Parliament. It has both an educational role and a supportive role for other teams. So what does this involve? On the education side, there are staff responsible for working in Parliament's Education Centre, which provides sources and resources for all visitors to Parliament. Staff here are responsible for explaining what Parliament is for, and how it works to a lay audience, often to school children. This is because Parliament has recognised it is a poorly understood institution, and that understanding how it functions should form part of the civic education of young people. On the slide, you can see the immersive experience, part of one of the exhibits. And to some extent, these roles are similar to museum curators. Part of this education and outreach work also extends to hosting engagement events. And one significant annual event that we hold is the Youth Parliament, where we have young teenagers come in and hold debates within the House of Commons chamber themselves as a means to educate those young people, but also educate their schools, as there are elections to be held. There are elections held to nominate people to be part of the Parliament. This video was put together by the Outreach Centre along with the partners who work to put on Youth Parliament itself, and give a flavour of the way in which we're seeking to get people to understand how Parliament works and how it can be interesting and relevant to their everyday lives. The participation team also have regional outreach officers, each responsible for different parts of the country, who hold events and workshops to educate teachers, academics, and others on how they can work with Parliament. Now, I'll leave it up to the Education Centre itself to actually explain how it works.